Hi everyone, welcome to the Property Sisters YouTube channel. We're here with the lovely Michelle Dean from Peritus Corporate Finance.
Hi.
And we're going to talk about, lending, commercial lending in 2021 and potentially what that could look like. So Michelle, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Ruth. So 2020 has been a very interesting year, as I'm sure we can all agree. There's been highs and lows from it, and one good thing that's come out at the end of this year is that lenders are definitely back in the market. There was a few months where there was a huge amount of uncertainty, especially at total lockdown in March to July, and we weren't sure where we were going with the lenders, but there's a lot of lenders in the market now. There's a lot of lenders keen to fund. What we are finding, which is really nice, is that lenders are really looking at ways to make deals work, and they will go above and beyond. Not necessarily policy, but they will make sure that the deal can work for them. Now, that wasn't happening earlier on in the year, and I think that's a reminder to everybody that lenders have got a lot of money that they weren't able to lend, and so are keen. So keep that in mind when you are looking for finance opportunities, because speak to your broker or go direct, whichever it is that you do, but make sure you push the lender and see the best possible terms you can get, because the first terms you get aren't necessarily the best terms.
Good advice, good piece of advice. And I think one thing that we're all finding is that lending is taking exceedingly huge length of time. Is there any way at all, in your experience, to speed up the process for that, or just to make things easier?
It really depends which lenders you're going to. I had a deal that completed 14 days. It was a bridge, but it completed in 14 days. And it's the quickest deal that I've done this year. But I had a lender on board that knew the timescales and said, yeah, we'll do it. I had solicitors that were on point, valuers on point, and it's all down to that. If all of your professionals are working with you, then you will get the deal done. But this is where it's also important to have a good broker that knows the lenders and knows which lenders are particularly slow but cheap, or fast, more expensive. One goes with the other, unfortunately. The cheaper they are, the busier they are, the slower they are. But we have a lot of lenders, and most brokers will be the same. They'll have a lot of lenders that they use a lot, so can go to them and say, I've got this deal, it needs to complete in 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it is, and they will work with you and us to make sure it's completed quickly enough. I have had quite a few people come to me to say, I'm at the end of my tether, I need to get this deal through, can you help me? It's taken forever with XYZ lender, and 9 times out of 10 they're high street funders, and they are just taking such a huge amount of time. And yeah, we know the lenders we can go to for quick service, no matter what type of loan it is, commercial or bridging or development. So yeah,
cheapest isn't best. That's what we found by a long shot, and actually really costs you, because you waste valuation surveys, and you think you're getting a better deal, but then you actually lose that money because you can't exchange in time, or complete in time. So it's kind of,
it really isn't the best. It's all dependent on the deal, but 9 times out of 10, if you end up going with a high street for rate, you will not get it through quickly. It will be a longer, very drawn out process. So Ruth's absolutely right. If you want to get a deal done, don't go on rate. You want to go on the lender, and if they can actually get the deal done quickly for you.
That's a great piece of advice. So the big question we've got Brexit, we've got vaccines, Trump is out. There's lots of positive stuff happening in the marketplace at the moment. What does this mean for 2021? Are we going back to normal?
I think it's a very positive 2021 that lenders are saying that I think 2021 will be a much better year than 2020, but it might take a bit of time. I don't think it will be immediate. I don't think we'll start the new year and it'll be like, oh, everything's back to normal again. I think it will be after Easter and into the summer that we'll really see everything settle down and get back to some kind of normality. Now, what kind of normality that is, I don't know. But I think the first few months of 2021 will still be a little bit unsettled, where whilst lenders see what is going to happen post-Brexit, what is going to happen with the R number, with COVID, with the vaccines, the tiers, the lockdowns, and the regional lockdowns, and how that affects day-to-day life for everybody. So I think I'm really positive that 2021 will be a better year, but I think the end of it will be better than the beginning of it. So yeah, I think that is the way it's going to be. And but let's not lose sight of the fact that the lenders are still there and they will fund. So unless you've got something massively complicated, or something that you just know is very, very difficult to place, then deals should be quite easy to place. You may not get quite as good an interest rate as you want, but that there is definitely funding to be had.
Fantastic. Well, I think that's a brilliant roundup from Michelle Dean again. I just wanted to say thanks a lot, Michelle, and I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. We are a bit way off, but you are my first happy Christmas of the year, so.
Well, here's to a great 2021, and I'll speak to you all in January.
Lovely, yeah.
And let's hope that we've got more news and everybody's very positive and very happy after a good Christmas.
Thanks a lot, Michelle.
Thank you, Ruth. Speak later. Bye.